A lot of videos lately. So I guess this will be on the DoNotGod channel, so no point in pointing out the DoNotGod channel in this video. But anyway, so I'll just make this a introduction video to a series of videos. There'll be at least a couple of parts anyway. California, who from Stickham, Kentucky, California, whatever, is she made a video response on the free will subject, and I was stunned by it because, you know, we've had a lot of contact. I mean, yeah, obviously I've done most of the talking in Stickham, but it's been a lot of talking, and I was just amazed at some of the things she said and some of the ways she paraphrased what I have said, and it was just weird. So I'm not going to make a hostile video. It's just that I'm hostile to the I don't know, the miscommunication. I don't know what else you can call it. I mean, it's completely I don't know, it just surprised me immensely. I hated the video. So I guess the message underlying it all is not something I like much. But yeah, and it's the theme is partly, I don't know how to even compare it, but you know, I also watched a Matt video, and he's doing the Descartes thing again. So I guess that one's, I'm going to have to keep kicking that one. You know, I think, therefore I am, and trying to keep talking as if the body has something to do, or is some kind of controlling agent over the brain. You know, or that it has more significance than the you know, the articulate intelligence that we have in our cranium, our brain, the central nervous system. I mean, it's almost amazing that people are capable of valuing our sense organs more than our central processor. It's like a computer having more appreciation for the keyboard than for the computer. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, we have input devices, we have output devices, but the brain is doing the processing. It's the one that makes any of this shit make any sense, and how it does that, you know, manifested in this feeling, thinking phenomenon is, you know, the details are unknown, but the rough parameters, the shape of the thing, the reason why it exists is pretty well known. It can be fully understood in all the relevant ways. It's obviously beneficial to organisms out to do the survival thing, the consumption and reproduction thing, to have one of these processors. They can do many things with it. It's a powerful weapon. It's like big giant wings and huge giant teeth. It makes us transformers. It makes us, you know, kick ass machines. So there's no mystery there. That's why we have it. That's what its intended function is, if you can use that word, intended. But that's its practical function. And that's the reason why it exists. It's because it's practical to a DNA molecule trying to get itself into the future. And all this bullshit, you know, mind, spirit, soul, these are all archaic words from the ignorant past, and they want to keep playing with them. And now they've basically said, I think, are they metaphorizing that, you know, somehow our body, our keyboards and mouse are doing the real living work, and our consciousness is some sort of tumor. You know, our intelligence is some sort of irrelevancy, and we should go with what we feel. We should cling to the more primitive aberration of nature, contrivance of nature, and I think if you do the logical thinking through the science, I think it's pretty well demonstrated that we probably had feelings before we had complex intelligence. And I mean, it's just obvious in a way, but no point in arguing that point, I don't think. And so that's where it starts. It starts with the motivation. And then we acquire a capacity to do intelligent reasoning and equations to make us capable of navigating our reality. And when we say our reality, it's made, our brain is made to understand reality. It's not made to function in a world that doesn't exist. It's made to function in the world as it exists. To be practically useful, it has to do that. It's a reasoning machine. And I guess this will be part of my response. I'm going to play her video, so I don't want to go through too much of that now. But yeah, we are reading a script. We are deterministic creatures, but we are evolving. Not physically so much anymore, but the means, the ideas, the intelligence is evolving over time. I've used this description, like a tornado going up or down, whatever way you want to look at it. But yeah, it's going somewhere. It's moving in a direction over time. And the direction is more reasonable, more informed, more knowledgeable. And so each player in the play, as time passes, will begin reading a more intelligent script. And an intelligent script is going to have words like judgment in them. And it's not judgment for the sake of it. It's not emotional judgment. It's practical, efficient, useful judgment. We judge each other to improve each other, to improve the next generation. Because that's how the game works. What role we read, what script we read, does have an impact. And we need to read the best script, and the words that will have to come out of our mouths, that we need to read the best script. We'll have to have that as our ambition, doing better. Those are words that'll have to be part of the script for us to improve. And words like judgment are a necessity to doing that evolving. It wouldn't happen if we don't read that script. So it's perfectly reasonable to use those words, and it would be perfectly anti-intelligent to deny the reality of an efficiency equation here. There is this commodity in the universe called feeling. And you maybe will deny its existence because you say I can't prove it means something. But I think the proof is there if you look for it. If you're willing to see it. Nature uses it. It wouldn't be a weapon against creatures if it had no meaning. And our own experience tells us the meaning. It tells us there's a big difference between feeling good and feeling bad. It's a significant difference, and I think we can rationally conclude that it's a meaningful difference, and that's an important difference, and it's something that should be part of our script as we, appreciation should be part of the script if we're going to evolve rationally, logically. If our intelligence is going to become greater, more powerful, more capable of understanding reality, not bullshit, not be caught up like mice in a maze, not distracted, not delusionary. It's appreciating that value is part of being real, being a realist, because it's a fundamental truth of reality. So, enough said. So, more videos to come. So, eat some no-dos. I'm not going to pay you to watch them, so it's up to you. Do what you want. But anyway, whatever. Next time. Pleasant, whatever you want to do. Yeah. So, just a generic nicitude. There you go. Generic nicitude. Just invented that word. So, until next time.